So I'm on Instagram. Do you guys want to hop over to the Instagram? Whew. Hey, Gypsy, make sure you're not pregnant, eh? Mm-hmm. Guys, send me a question or stuff. Something fun. Let's have discussions about you. Don't go to bed. Just fucking keep me standing. Excuse my language, by the way. Excuse my language. Excuse my language, everybody. Excuse me. Excuse my language. This is gonna be for Insta. More likes, you guys. You guys, one person tap the like. Come on. B-bots. B-bots.
The story of my scar.
I'm alive. I'm alive. Good. I got another hate speech violation today. You know, whenever I talk about Canada, I get in trouble. Interesting stuff is happening. It's not who I want. It's this guy that I want. Come on. Come on, come on, come on. Skelly, are you guys tapping the likes? I can see it now. I can see it now. Sorry, should I be more focused on you? Beep 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 beep. What color pants you wearing? Blue. Blue pants. What's it to you? Trixie. Trixie's talking about pants all of a sudden. That's all she wants to know. She wants to know about these pantalone. Oh, man, my braces are hurting me today. It's on. Hey. I got braces on the inside of my mouth. You guys like them? I'm opening this one up so I could actually see you. Found him. We're talking about sex, baby. We're talking about you and me. We're talking about all the good things and the bad things that could be. Let's talk about... Didn't even know what that was. A thing that what? Tapping my face? That's because it adds a lot up. Yo, Vanessa B, by the way. What are you talking about, Vanessa B? What are you doing? Too late for me. I have school in the morning. Yo, yeah, Mama Booth, I get it. S. Kelly, don't go to bed. Don't go to bed. Okay, Jilly Poo. Oh, I see what's going on. I can't see comments. Okay. I couldn't if I wanted to. S. Kelly, you're good looking. Stephanie, we're gonna meet up tomorrow or what? I'm gonna try and work out the tricep. Trying to do a thing called the planche. Jilly Poo, you're sexy. Joe. So we need to start this thing up. Do you guys want to do some hardcore commenting? So good comments means you guys send me some flowers. Or let me know what your birthday is. Let's talk about you. Jilly Poo, I like curves. June 7th, Chris, June 7th. Let's talk about June 7th. What are you? Like 22, Chris? You look like a beautiful young woman. Let's talk about Chris right now. She's an empath. She says she's a weirdo, but she ain't weird. I wouldn't call her weird. Oh my God, this app makes it hard to scroll at a certain point. Let's go back and then find her again. How would it do that? I'm 28. You don't look 28. You look young. So just completely just doing me over here. I'm looking at Chris. So yeah, keep commenting your birthdays. Chris, young woman. What's your dream, Chris? Forever and a day. Happily in love. Oh, she's in love. With yourself? Ooh, she's babylicious too. Where's the boyfriend? Where's the love? I want to see the love. So, Kristen, beautiful woman. She looks like she's Canadian. She's Canadian. May 22nd, let's go check out Elvis. Yeah, hell yeah, I want to meet Elvis. We're going to meet Elvis. Elvis is a stud. You guys should go follow him. Ladies, if you're looking for a dude, it's Elvis. Elvis is what? Like maybe 29 or something? Where are you from, Elvis? Tell me a little bit about yourself, Elvis. I want to hear it. I'm meeting Elvis. Denny Tremblay's following you. I'm making my own beat while tapping your feet. Hey, I just keep stalling it, don't I? Because we're talking Elvis. We're going to Kenya with Elvis. Do you guys know where Kenya is on the map? We've got Africa there. Let's look. Can you guys see Kenya? Coast. I knew this. I remember. I was like, there's a coast though. There's a tiny bit of coast in Kenya. Right? Nairobi is the capital, right? Yurka. Yurka, it's been a long time. Keep commenting. May 7th, La Dirty D. She is so lovely. She's territorial though. Dirty D, sexy Dirty D. Dirty D, sexy Dirty D. Oh my God, Ashley, by the way, she promised me a story, but then she bailed. Ashley, you're sexy. Why'd you bail? Always interested to know why people are shy. Malta. Where's Malta? Where is Malta? Can you tell me? I'm eating a chocolate macadamia nut cookie. Oh, tell me about it. How is that chocolate macadamia? Can you make a video about it? We can watch it. Ashley, there's no way. Your story is that you're sexy, okay? Ashley, I'm staring at you, Ashley. She's a blonde, blue eyes, soft features, perfect mouth, beautiful skin. So the way to get a hold of me is you DM me on Instagram, by the way. DM on the Insta. Let's see what Insta's saying. Is there anyone on Insta even? So the way to get a hold of me... It's good. Yeah, and Ashley, you're beautiful. How have you been? I've missed you. Yurka, I miss you too. Yurka's got the life. Last time I saw you, we chilled. We chilled together. Yo, Julie. Tell me about your day. So, Julie, I'm not sure. Am I allowed to tell people about Julie's day? 007. What's up, Alex? You intimidate me with the music sounds. I am tempting to sing. I am blessed with quite a nice voice. Elvis, you're beautiful. Woo! I can't sing, but I want to. It's just simple, you know? What's up, Shivani? I'm really taking a break, and I'm trying to get, you know what I usually do? I usually guess people's futures and stuff, and I talk about what feelings, like, out of Elvis, I'm getting a lot of good energy. Elvis, whatever you're doing in Kenya, I hope you're doing it right. We'd like to learn a little bit more about Kenya. We're in Canada here, and we have Yurka, she's in Kenya too. She's waiting for us. We want to figure out a way to get down to Kenya. I want to travel. S. Kelly, you're beautiful, by the way. I cannot wait to get the naughty DMs from you. S. Kelly, really beautiful, amazing woman. And great body, by the way, S. Kelly. Beastie #1 from Nova, from Siberia, has an amazing physique. She's like a bodybuilder, right? Beastie likes to go out at night, and she hunts wild animals with her bare hands. Beastie, that's right. S. Kelly, do you know? Have you been to Siberia? Elvis, we are waiting for you here. We're inviting you here. We want you in Canada, but do you want to come to Canada? Are these the kind of dreams that you want? We're going to Frankfurt. We're gonna have a long hot dog in Frankfurt with Mary J. Mary J's sexy. She loves to have company. She wants to have a party and go have a Frankfurter. Woo! Lana, beautiful Lana. Beautiful Lana is she works in a garden, but she grows like genetically engineered extreme super flowers. She's a scientist. I'll come to Canada and live with the wolves. Ashley, come live with me. I can tear you apart like a wolf. Woo! Oh! I am Like Bavarian? Is that what you're trying to say? Jilly Poo from California, fantastic. She's a dancer. Latin dances. She knows how to swing her hips like it's dangerous. Whatever Jilly Poo gets on the dance floor, she honestly destroys men's souls. Vicky from Boston, we were talking about you today because we're gonna go visit you, and then we're gonna go to the Cheers. We're gonna have Cheers, you know. Boston, you know, I'm Boston. S. Kelly, your future looks great. You're gonna have an amazing flavor. It's gonna burst into your mouth soon. You're gonna know it. I love party, but also art. Woo, art. This is art, by the way. I'm an artist. If you guys click the links in my bio, you can find ways to help me distribute my art because I'm an artist. I'm going to Uganda with Nos James. Nos James, tell me about Uganda. Oh, that flavor, S. Kelly, it's going to be like kiwi and mango, pineapple and star fruit. You're going to eat it up. You're going to love it. It's in your future. That's what I'm telling you. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Yes. My life is a single mom. What? Hood, mamahood, and nurse life. Oh, S. Kelly, I would love to see you just take a night off. Tam Tam, listen, I've been eating pineapple on the show. If you guys, Tam Tam, I'm not sure if you've seen it, but I actually eat a whole pineapple on the Boss Vlogs. If you DM me on Instagram, I will literally make a story tomorrow and I will go buy a pineapple and I will feed it to myself and I'll think of you, Tam Tam, because you're beautiful. What's going on with Tam Tam? How beautiful can a woman be, Tam Tam? That's dangerous. That hair, those eyes, those lips. Where are you from, Tam Tam? Talk to me, you guys. Give me the energy. I'm on my way to Uganda soon. Uganda. Uganda's right here. Can you guys see it? Uganda. We're going to Uganda. The capital of Uganda? Kampala? Is it called? Am I saying it right? Kampala? Woo! Kampala. La Dirty. She wants to eat some mango. Ghana, let's go to Ghana. Woo! We're in Africa tonight. Welcome, Africa. Countries of Africa: Sudan and Chad, Nigeria, Cameroon, so many. I want to visit some. Is Egypt Africa or is it the Middle East? Tam Tam, maybe we can have some pineapple together. Calgary, who's from Calgary? Tam Tam, sexy in Calgary. Well, welcome from Calgary. Calgary, Alberta, Canada. Some beautiful women come out of there. But we got Mommy Mobs from Australia. She is, way down under. In the Australian down under. Do you know any Kiwis? Do they grow kiwis in Australia? Yo, Baby Blue, talk to me. Baby Blue, feed me the energy, follow me, and also check out my Instagram. The link's in my bio. Mommy Mobs. Is it Mommy Mobs? Listen, I'd eat your kiwi. I would eat your kiwis. I know, you got good kiwis down there, right? Ashley, I'd eat Ashley's kiwi and S. Kelly's kiwi. And Dirty D's kiwi. We're going to Belize. I'd like to go to Belize. in South America. I'd love to go to Belize. Please invite me. What's Maui's? Are those like kiwis but from somewhere else? Where are hot? Lim. Larissa, you're hot. Larissa is hot. Larissa is hot. Honestly, La Dirty D, I would eat your mango and eat your fruit. I'd be so kind to it, just like it likes. I'd love to eat some fruit from Central America and Southern America. Where I'm from, very few choices about fruit. What are cool fruit choices where you're from? If you guys have cool fruits at home, I bought fruit from New Zealand. Gold standard kiwis. They're very expensive. I have some bananas. No, mommy mobs, don't you dare go. We're already missing you. Snowy Branches, you're the coolest fruit that I know. Snowy Branches is a beautiful owl. Very wise. What are you? Tam Tam's feeding us the pineapple. Still. Tam Tam, you here? Ashley's here and Dirty D. Thank God you don't sleep, Dirty D. I want to give it to you. La Dirty. Est-ce que tu parles en français, La Dirty? Est-ce qu'il y a des autres qui parlent en français? My fave fruit is the Rainier cherry. Ooh, Rainier cherry. I would eat your cherry. I would kiss it and then eat it up. Yo, I'm going to Kenya. I love bananas. I got bananas too. They're a little green, but bananas keep me healthy. I'm trying to get big, Oh, Ashley, I would eat your pear, your bananas, all those fruits, Ashley. You make me want to eat breakfast in my underwear. Woo! Pink ladies. Pink lady apples. Woo! Baby Blue wants a pineapple. She's refreshed. She wants to taste some citrus fruit. An explosion in her mouth, right? Explosion in the mouth. Larissa, where are you from? Because I want you, Larissa, Larissa, Larissa. Because you're a babe. Oh, she's so beautiful. Larissa looks like she's like 22. So beautiful. Larissa, I can see you. You're beautiful, Larissa, like from head to toe. Larissa. Oh, she's so hot. Damn. Oh, maybe that's just a filter. Woo! Jesus, Larissa, you're a beautiful woman. Avocado and fresh goat milk. Yeah, and I would love to have some of your goat milk. We're in Kenya tonight. Where in Kenya are you from? Yo, Carrie, good morning, she says, from Ireland. Carrie, she's like a 22-year-old goddess. Married to like this young man. He doesn't really satisfy her. She comes on here for intimacy, Young women and intimacy, it's strange once they get married. Oh yeah, she's driving me crazy. Don't go, E. So many hidden waterfalls in Jamaica. Listen, I want to go to Jamaica's. I want to go to Jamaica. What's going on? Who's inviting me to Jamaica? Nature's Sweet. Who is this? Jesus, it's some sort of princess. Yo, Nature's Sweetscapes. Not only do we want to go, you can probably change. Oh my God. She's a goddess. She's a goddess. Take me to the waterfall. Listen, I want to see the world. I need to see your waterfall. Sweet Escapes. Oh, Carrie is like 32 now. Married to this guy. He hasn't made love to her in 25 years. They've been together since grade school. Their parents put them together. Their brother and sister. Yeah, click the links in my bio. It's a relaxed day. We're also on Instagram. People can go check it out on Instagram. Larissa. Oh my God, I mean, beautiful Larissa is giving us energy. Larissa, do you know that you're the queen of the world? It's a woman's world. And Larissa, the universe wants to give you whatever you want. What do you want, Larissa? Insta, Snowy Branches. Yeah, you call me on Insta. If you DM me on Insta. Little Trouble. Who is Little Trouble? She looks sexy. The Snowy Branches just showed up. Today's the electric guitar, by the way. Playing electric. Groovy baby, Jesus, you're beautiful. Groovy baby. Rani, what's up? If I miss you, oh my God, Larissa, don't play with me. Is that Larissa's beautiful? What's up, Yurka? Snowy Branches, I want you. I want Snowy Branches so bad. She's a little intimidated by me. I've been to the UK. We're going to land in Heathrow. I spent when I was a 14-year-old kid, I spent a whole day, like 16 hours in Heathrow Airport alone. Anyone have any stories about traveling? What's up, Chaos? No. Photo Girl's here. Vicky Lee is here. People are showing up on the Insta. Link in the bios. Check all of my stuff out, all of you. It's a deep community, by the way. This is our Monday. We usually talk about some pretty subjects, you know? My last lover was 2 years younger than me. Lessons learned. I need to go for a grown instead. Stoner girl, talk to us. 2 years younger? Yo, my older lovers ended up being 15 years older than me. I mean, come on. Christy, you're beautiful. Have you met Ashley, Christy? She's gorgeous. Super gorgeous. She has a good story. I want to hear it. I'm really interested in people's stories. Do any of you have a good story? I'm too young to be a cougar. No, you're beautiful. Christy Jones, I want it too. Honestly, Christy Jones, what do you want? Hey there, Heather. Heather's here, Christy. If I miss your comments, comment again. I missed a lot of comments. Ashley, how was it? He was 10 years older. So Ashley's ex, she had a partner 10 years older. I've been informed by ladies that the older partners often don't perform well. Let me know. Who's here to find a lover? On TikTok? Who's on TikTok to find love? Who knows the strategy? Do you guys have any... There's ways to find love on TikTok, you know. Pamela, I love you. Pamela's here. She sprinkles us. She's from New Zealand. She is our resident fairy. And she gives us space, and she sprinkles us with special dust that lets us fly. So consider yourselves very lucky she's here tonight. From New Zealand. Where are you from? Where are you from? And if you have an exciting story or a good story, a story of love or heartbreak, we'd love to hear it. You can call me on Instagram. The link's in the bio. We got Cougar Nation on Instagram right now. My last relationship was 20 years older, performed better than anyone else. Woo! Old dude could give it. You know what? I'm going to be that guy. I'm going to be that guy. I'm going to be that guy when I'm like 70. I'm going to still be really, really well performed. I want to do that. Hi. Welcome. Snowy. Snowy's a beautiful woman in the city that I'm from. What's up, Vicky? If I miss your comment, comment again. I want to read your comment. I appreciate it. Lucat, Scorpion Queen. Larissa, you're married? Oh my God, Larissa. Larissa, you look like you're like 22 years old. Like a perfect 22-year-old. Is that you? Is that your daughter? Larissa's so beautiful. She's telling me her husband, the best lover ever. Best lover ever, hey? Yeah, tap my face, by the way. We have 13,000 likes right now, and every time you tap, it adds up. There's a lot of us, so tap. Tap your way into the links in my bio. Getting a divorce now, 5 years younger. I have a dad for my twins. That's 8 years younger. What? Tracy, talk to me more about this. Chris, what's up? Accept you're very young. Accept Jesus in your life. The world is incredible. Accept Jesus in your life. You're very, very youthful. Consider following your dreams. What is your dreams? If you're watching and I miss your comment, comment again. Larissa, you're damn. Larissa. Larissa's beautiful. We're going to Kenya. Anyone here from Africa? Where are you from? From Denmark. Tez Quinn is 26, beautiful young women. Do you guys, ladies under 30, don't worry about men. You're beautiful. It's a woman's world. Consider following your dreams because women change. Zimbabwe. Let's go to Zimbabwe. Woo! South Africa. All right, too. We got Tracy from Ireland. We got Michelle from Uganda. Phoenix, Arizona. Tap my face. Tap it. S. Kelly, you're beautiful. I want to spend some time with S. Kelly. We're going to Uganda. Hey, Michelle. Ethiopians. We have people from the Philippines. Where are you from? Do you guys know where I'm from? Can you guess where I'm from? Who can guess where I'm from? Who can guess where I'm from? We have conversations. I'm looking for someone who has a good relationship story to give me a call. Chris Krug, is that Chris Krug in the house? Woo! in South Africa. Where in South Africa? Just in South Africa? What is Canada? What is Canada? Danielle's in Canada too. We're in Ethiopia. Tell me where you're from. We're going to Sweden. Lucky in Sweden. We're in the Philippines, Zimbabwe again. We're in Alberta. Who's that in Alberta? Is that a sexy lady in Alberta? Alberta's got some beautiful women, you know that? Had enough of this, sexy, enough of this. Beautiful Alberta women. We've been in Kenya. I love Kenya. Michigan. Yo, let's go skiing in Michigan, eh? Kirsters in Vancouver. Beautiful women in Vancouver. Looking for companionship, maybe love. Tony wants some companionship. She's beautiful. North Carolina. Who's looking for love? Anyone here looking for a relationship? Anyone here doing the online dating? We're in Africa tonight. Where in Africa are you? Where in Europe are you? Where in North America? Where in South America? Vancouver, Washington. Grease lover. Illinois, raised in Texas. Alberta goes where it's at. Back of the bus, Gus. Oh my God, I would back of the bus with you, Gus. I want to go to Birmingham. I have a friend in Birmingham. He loves racing. He's a go-kart racer. S. Kelly, you are a positive. Yeah, I can tell you your future. Beatrice, you're beautiful. You're going to meet a man that you love. So if you're with one, you have to get rid of him. Lots of money, Beatrice. What's the oldest age you'll go as far as saying, I don't know, 15, 16, 20 years older. As long as she's beautiful in the heart. What's the oldest age you would go? Would you date a younger, ladies, would you date a younger man? How much younger? April, you're beautiful. April Anderson. You guys need to keep hitting the likes, by the way. When you hit the likes, please. April Anderson, you're looking good. What's going on with you, April Anderson? My future is with you. Beautiful woman. I love your hair. April Sanderson. Woo! Cameroon. Yo, Kiss is looking for a soulmate. Kiss, you're gonna find him. Who wants to know their future? Matris, do you? Is that you, Matris? Did I see you right there? Listen, if I miss your comment, comment again and comment again. Please. If I miss your comment, you know how you can also get a hold of me? On Instagram. Mama Sue, you're beautiful. Premilin? Ooh, I love you. Shameless, yo, back of the bus, Gus. Hey, you follow me up, back of the bus, Gus. Trust me, I'll take you for a spin. Yo, I got 20 ways to leave that lover of yours. Me, please. 22 versus... Oh, let me hear about this, Tracy. She's sleeping with a 58-year-old guy. Is he good? Is it the money? Is it love? Brooklyn. Okay, Brooklyn, just because you're sexy. I love that energy. Brooklyn, you got big energy. Yo, Elvis, your future is... You're going to be a singer in North America. You're coming to Canada. It's happening. You just got to stay focused. Stay focused on your dreams, man. Canadians want you. I keep missing her. I keep missing my babe, Brooklyn. I hope it works, Brooklyn. Jesus, Brooklyn, what are you? Brooklyn, you are a goddess. She's this beautiful young woman. She should connect with me. You should DM me on the Insta. I think we could spend a little time talking. Yo, Star, you're beautiful. I'm 58. He's 22. Oh my God, Tracy's 58. Tracy, will you call me? So here it is. Here's how it works. Tracy is 58 and her boyfriend is 22. What do you guys think of that situation? Would you date a man who's like almost 40 years younger than you? Yeah, Veronique. Woo! I see you, Veronique. Good morning. My ex-husband was 11 years younger. Trouble. I want to hear stories of older women with younger men. I want to hear them. So here it is. If you guys don't understand how to go to my, how to get to, right here. This is my bio. Look, you click on the link in the bio. Right here. Click on the link. Click on the link. And there's also this link. This is a good way to support me. Many ways to support me. I love and support you. If you support me, I will send you the best vibes. Mama Sue. Yeah, Mafrika 315. You are going to have an amazing future. Please come, click this link and you will have an amazing future. Click the link. The 22 Capricorn. Barbie Lexi is so beautiful. Who's got daddy issues? Back of the bus. Back of the bus. Tell me you have daddy issues. No, hey. Oh, what's going on? No, back of the bus. Something wrong with you, back of the bus? Do you have daddy issues? Sometimes people project, right? Yo, Barbie needs a boyfriend. Well, don't go to back of the bus as daddy. Yo, my future, please. Mama Bear, you're beautiful. There's going to be young men in your future, just like with the... We have someone. Who was it? Is she calling me, by the way? So you guys click this link right here if you want. I want to have a conversation with a woman with a younger boyfriend or a younger husband. 22 years, I want to hear it. 40 years. My fiance is April, really? April's marrying a younger man by a decade younger. I'm back. Baby blue, 36 is sexy. Yo, Tracy, are you divorcing this guy? Tracy, you can't just comment. Tracy, there's like a million comments. Do you guys want to hear Tracy's story? She's 58. Her husband is 22. Gina is 39, and so Gina Campbell, right here. This is what, click this link right here, boom, and I want to meet you, people. Right now it's difficult for me to keep up, so please consider clicking, and then I want to meet you, people. I can see when you message me. Nobody messaged me yet. 16 minutes ago. Do you guys know how to click that link? Trust me, once it starts, it gets good. You're going to miss out. You're going to try to get the keep up. I won't be able to keep up. Very simple premise. This is a talk show, by the way. I'm getting a divorce, met him at a bar, and that was it. Yo, Tracy, you need to click this button and call me. Text, no. Larissa, I want to have a conversation. Larissa's beautiful, by the way. Her husband is a decade older, and he's given her the biggest O's that the woman knows. You know what I'm saying? I can hear it. It's like pulling teeth. Oh, there it is. It's starting. I'm 41. My new fuckboy person is 26. This woman, so I'm 41 and my new... I do want to have a conversation about it, but you'd have to don't call him your fuckboy. Call him your lover. Call him something nice. No fuckboy talk. None of that. Meet him. I need to meet somebody. Somebody's got to call. It's simple. Click this link. We're going to have an epiphany. Especially if your heart is frozen or... You know who Snowy needs it? Snowy needs it, by the way. She needs it. She needs it bad, so bad. She needs it. Yeah. She's beautiful too, so beautiful. Are you guys messaging me here? People do that too here. Oh, Gina. Hit me up on Insta. Link in bio. Couldn't spell fucking Instagram. Jesus. If you're messaging me here, I'll get you guys. Oh my God. So many people. Beautiful people following this guy up. Paste. Boom. I just sent hit me up on Insta. That message violated something, Gina. When I said hit me up on Insta, it said it violated. Oh, Snowy. Okay, Snowy. Who's going to call me, by the way? Hello, Honey Louise. Honey Louise. Fine, fine. I'll pay attention to you, fam. Mama Sue. The link's in the bio? I don't know. I think anyone would actually send me a story. Lover boy. She's going to call her F-boy a love. Oh, yeah. People are actually messaging right now. Just a sec. Susan wants me to see her future. Let's see. Susan, you look super young. Susan, you look too young for me to even guess your future. Jesus. Elvis from Kenya. Elvis, consider like giving us a video and singing, and I'll play it here for everybody if you send it right to me. He's a singer, by the way. I met him here right now. He's from Kenya. We got Joshua. It's guys. Guys are hitting me up. Link in the bio. Hey, I'm 21, gay. Men always treat me like shit. Hit me up, please. Makes me feel, well, depressed. You gotta go to people who are nice to you. If someone treats you like crap, the moment they treat you like crap, just get the hell out of there. I did many things wrong. That's why I'm asking my future. Thank you. I'm looking at you. You look like you did everything right. You're beautiful and your future is looking bright. So yeah, gay guys are here too. Listen, if someone's treating you like shit, get the fuck out of there. Let me know where you're from. And link in my bio. Oh, we're getting new requests. I'm only responding to the links in the bio right now. I'm Lena, I'm 20, please help me, need a guy. She needs a guy, she's 20 years old. Here's my answer. Listen, you're 20 years old, you don't need a guy. You need to focus on your dreams. Men will come all the time. And if you're successful following your dreams, you'll get a choice of the perfect man, the one that you want. Consider following your dreams. Young women, oh my God. Young women, oh my God. Yo, I know this. Your future is gorgeous. You're going to get a great night's sleep, and all you need is to meet this great Polish dude with a beard and a red hat. Yo, so a good way to get connected with me is to message me on Instagram, and it's all the links are in the bio. Don't need no guy. What's up, Nova Scotia? Brooks and Nova. New Zealand Stacy, hey sexy. Sierra Leone, I want to go, Mohammed. Smooth Mama Sue. Yo, Jess Taylor, you're beautiful. Oh my God. Obvious, reptilian, sexy woman. Welcome to the show. Let me know. You guys follow me on Instagram, by the way, once more. I'm 44. I'm going to get married again. Yeah, Honey Louise, you're going to get married to the perfect man. Honey Louise is a sexy woman. You're going to get married. Of course you are, Honey Louise. He's going to be like 35. He's going to perform like a 25-year-old for another... He's going to have like 25 years of sex left in him. Honey Louise, you're going to love it. Mama Sue, that's right, she's too young. Yeah, Mama Sue, when you're 27, Mama Sue, do you know your dreams? Do you know your dreams? Canadian muffin. Sue, do you know your dreams? Do you know your dreams? Canadian muffin. I want you. Kim Jin, what's up? Kim Jin, you're gonna have a visitor in your life, someone new, and you're gonna like him. Beautiful. Young man. Kim Jin, you ready? Joanne, you're so beautiful. They're falling on you. Mimi. Oh, Mimi. Let's check out Meme. Mimi. Mimi gets whatever she wants, I can tell. Ooh. But Mimi's heart? Cold. Cold-hearted, Mimi. You got little ones, Amy, you gotta open up that heart because you are beautiful. The moment it does, you're gonna melt. You're gonna melt. Yo, Mama Sus. She wants to be a professional photographer. What's your favorite lens, Mama? Let me know. Wake up, you. Your future holds something very bright, like a sun, a garden. Stephanie, you're beautiful. Hit the 11 likes, you guys. By the way, we're at 22,600 likes. Can you guys get me to 50,000 likes, do you think? When you tap on the screen, there's little likes. Look what happens when you tap on the screen. Interact with me. When you like what I'm talking about, interact with me. When you like it, interact, okay? What's the bus, Gus? My last name is Boss Gus. God, I want this Alberta woman. Back of the bus, Gus. She's so gorgeous. Nikki! She's shy, though. Living the life, my 6-year-old self. I like her already. She is the shit. Oh, tell me about your 6-year-old self, Nikki. What's the dream? This is my 6-year-old self right here. Hey. Woo! Jessica, I want to see your tattoos. She's beautiful, by the way. Mimi, I would love for you to melt all over me. You can melt right on my face, you know? I give you them big old kisses. You zoom in on that. Mimi. Are you guys on the Instagram, by the way? There's links in the Instagram. Are you guys talking to me on the Instagram or no? Link in the bio. Do I have to show you guys? Oh, there's more coming. Whoa, you're beautiful. Lego, let's talk. What the topic? I'm 54. You're from Phyllis. Phyllis? I don't know that. Do I need to show my face? You don't need to show your face, but you need to have a good story about sex and relationships. Last night we had a swinger on. Do you guys want to see how it's done? I think a lot of people are going to do it right now, I could tell. I'm telling you he could be the one if you know in your heart, but if not, continue to pursue as many as possible. Enjoy the younger ones. They are for you to chew on. I'm single. You are. What's up? I was talking to you on Insta. S. Kelly, where are you? Let's go. Oh, Yurka's talking to me. I see her. Okay, where are we talking here? You were talking to me on Insta. Now I'm talking back to you on Insta. I made a video for you on Insta. Do you guys know how to find me on Instagram? It's pretty simple. Right here, there's a link in my bio. This link, boom, Instagram. Instagramski. Hello! Please tell me my future. Barbara, click right here. Barbara, I want to look at you. I need a better view. Barbara, go click on my, right here. I will tell you everything you want to know. I'll make a video for you. Click and follow. IG, Heather, sexy Heather. Mohammed, you're a very young man still, Mohammed. Larissa, when are you going to call me? Oh, Larissa, I want to get to know you. Yo, Cherry, you're 26 years old. You're a baby. You're a baby. Who's DMing me? Nobody? My name is Nicole from Liberia. I'm 21. Beautiful, young Nicole. You're very young. We got somebody here. I'm 47 and he is 57 and we live like roommates. Been with him for 11 years. Yo, got any advice for people, or is it just like an okay relationship, or is it through the roof? I want good stories of sex. As of recent, what's going on as of recent? I did, yes, Sonny. What did you say? Are you following me? My eyes have been opened up with the pineapple and its relationship with swingers. Yo, back of the bus, Gus, fucking call me. Jesus Christ. Listen, back of the bus, Gus, I really want to talk to you. What they do is you just call in. You call in. It's pretty simple. They call in. It's really simple. You'll love it when you do it. Have some balls, do it. I usually do chat with others. Someone's saying I don't chat with others. I chat with others. You guys want attention here. Fine, Instagram. I'm going to give you some space. Going to break my heart, Instagram. Check out this message I just got. He's 10 years older. Well, we sleep in separate bedrooms and sex is non-existent and it sucks. I'm going to ask her, is this how you're going to live the rest of your life? Women choose that. How many of you ladies are still in a relationship that's sexless, hey? Okay, we're talking to people about sexless relationships. No, it's not, Snowy. Snowy, if you were in a relationship with me, I'd keep you on your toes in 20 years from now. Larissa, honestly, I want to hear about you. Larissa's so beautiful. What does this man do to keep you going? Mafrika, what are you guilty of? I don't stay in a sexless relationship. There's probably getting from someone else. Ooh, I like that. Oh yeah, they're still having sex, hey? People are still having sex when they're not. How's this? Oh, Mimi? Is that what you want, Mimi? Night Ship, we're talking about sex and fun relationships. Ooh, I love that. People are trying to tell me what to tell. I love that. Ooh, who's this? I'm in a sexless marriage, 14 years. He comes fast, and I get bored quick, easily. I'm a sexual person, and he is not. He struggles with low testosterone. He left yesterday, not by his choice. My mother died recently, and he gave no support. That's when I knew I was done. Man, that sounds intense. You want to talk about it? I'm sorry to hear about your mom, but I got a feeling you're going to be getting laid soon. It's going to be amazing. I'm content in sex online. Ooh. You're the lady who's content with the online sexual relationship. Are you guys content with online sexual relationships? I think all ladies want to know your last relationship was 20 years older, but think he was my person, but his son didn't approve. Oh my God. So tell me about what's it like making love to a man who's 20 years older than you? What's the bus, Gus? Where is she? One world peace for all. Ooh, yes, one world peace for all. If I miss your comment again and again. I will read comments on TikTok now. Hey, Christy Jones. Elvis, yeah, you're very young. S. Kelly was in a relationship with a man 20 years older. I'm not sure how much I can say, but he was the best lover of her life, and they're not together anymore, and she's devastated. Oh, I see what I mean, Christy. You got a new picture, hey? You still look fucking sexy as hell. You're a deadly woman, Christy. Yeah, you're beautiful. You got everything I like. Ram, yeah, you're lucky, man. Marry up, but you know what, Ram, you might want to meet a bunch of other men. No, it's not so much devastated, but unfortunate. It was outside factors that prevented a good thing. Christy, you're beautiful. We're coming down to the nifty 50 here. The guy I couldn't stand was 15 years old guys. Yeah, I don't discriminate against the old guys. Yeah, you do. You should. I think you might be looking for like a sugar daddy. She's a sexy young woman, and she looks like super beautiful, big eyes. We'll get the pick back. Nini, what's up? New York City, New York City. You guys, we need like a manager. A music manager. Yo, Ashley, would you bring me into your world? And I would love to be your fucking... Like, I would love to... Oh my God. Nuns marry Jesus, right? I love men 15 years older than me. Mimi, I love you. You're sexy. It's about how they treat you, hey? I think like 25 years is pushing the age thing. Oh, back on the bus, Gus. Why don't you call me? Man, back on the bus, Gus. I think I'm into you. Is Larissa still here? Back on the bus, Gus. Give me some action, baby. She's got her dog out. That's who she is, but she's sexy. Yeah, she's cute. Yeah, no, she's the inner child lady. Listen, I'm into you, Gus. I like man who's got their shit together and doesn't play games. Ashley, I like your face. I have a feeling, Ashley, if I could, I would love your body. She's beautiful. Let's look at her. Ashley, you're gorgeous. Oh, very private though, yes. Private, perfect woman. I want a man who communicates. Aw. Hey, Cammy, how's it going? Are you giving love advice? NY Nibu. Well, I think it's the power of an older man, or maybe just daddy issue. Mimi, I think it's daddy issues. Older men have no power. It's a woman's world. Yeah, double click on the screen, all of you guys, if I could happily finish China, whatever it says there. Just keep tapping the screen. Show me the love. We have 27,000, you guys. 27,000 likes. All of us can keep tapping the screen. Can you guys keep tapping the screen? I'll keep talking like this. You guys want... If you don't want to keep tapping, I'll just keep telling you to tap, and that makes the show boring. I'm a little edgy today. It's Monday. You know, I want to keep fucking talking about good shit. We'll have a lot of cool people coming in, but you got to keep tapping the screen. I'm a character. I need to be driven by like amazing energy. All right? I'm kidding. I love you guys. Whatever you want to fucking do. But if you're a beautiful woman, tap on the screen. It's a woman's world. I think the daddy issues thing is bogus. You connect with who you connect with. No, I think people have I think daddy issues is a thing. I think mama issues are a thing. Yeah, no, I think that S. Kelly, I think you might have some daddy issues. Not that it's bad. You're sexy. Oh, trust me, it's real. Back off the bus. What? What's real? Your face? Your sexy face there? You look great. The dog? What's going on, Nikki? Come on, give it up. Keep tapping the screen. We're at 28,800. It's a job. Keep tapping the screen. I'll keep tapping it. Tap, 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 tap. Spitting shit. Come on. Elvis, you're going to have so much love. You're going to find an amazing partner, Elvis. A beautiful woman. But you're going to find her by pursuing your dream of singing. It's Joanne. Who's Joanne? Where's Joanne? Do we get a smolder? You want smolders? Oh my God. But back of the bus, Gus, you want? I'll give you whatever you want. I can give you like... I'll be quiet and stare at you. Give you kisses. Back of the bus. I just like talking. We like good conversations before we, you know. Nah, no red rooms. Yurka wants the mouth? What do you want, kisses? Hey. Hey, monkey, what's up? What's a reppy? Where are you at? Can you guys tell me where you're from? Listen, I want to know where you're from in case we just met. Yo, Ella, what do you have to say? Ella, I want to hear you. What do you want to say, Ella? I'm listening, Ella. Anyone? Oh, people are calling in, by the way. The way you tell me your story is you just call. You call right here. Ashley, are you still here? Ashley, please tell me Ashley's here. Oh, Ashley, are you listening? I might have missed her. I really want to see Ashley. At least I got her now. She's hot. There you are. Yeah, just call. Call. Do it. It's kind of anonymous. They know your name, but you can make up one. I'm not ignoring you, Lisa. Hello? Are you talking? She's here.
Can you hear me?
Oh, you're awesome. Make it loud. And give us, okay, I'm just going to say, here's a new thing. It's like, I'm going to give you like upwards of 20 minutes to tell your story, so don't take it too long. So if it doesn't last 20 minutes, that's okay. But some people talk for hours, and I'm trying to figure out how to cut it down.
Right. Well, basically, my story isn't a happy one.
It's a happy one.
That's why I didn't know why you would want to hear it.
You said it was a sad one.
Yeah, it's not. It's not a happy one. It's very sad. Well, basically, I'm from the UK. I was born in London. My parents split up when I was 5, and I moved to Newcastle. After that, I was living in Newcastle with my mum and went to school there. At the age of 8, a teacher hit me. So my mum and dad went off it with the teacher, and my dad demanded me to go back down to London to live with him, and he had remarried.
What happened? What did the teacher do? What happened at the teacher?
She hit me with a book.
Okay, she hit you.
I was 5-6 years old at the time. She got struck off for doing it. So my dad demanded me to go back to London to live with him, who had remarried. In the 2 years I had lived with him, he physically abused me. I've got belt marks.
You've got what?
Scars.
Okay.
Scars of being chastised with a belt. My dad used to drink a lot, and when he had too much to drink, he used to take his anger out on me. After that, I had moved back to Newcastle with my mum because I was too scared to be with my dad. At the age of 15, I met somebody and fell pregnant with my first son. As soon as he found out I was pregnant, he ran away. It's not getting happier. After a few years of having my son, I found out he had ADHD and autism. Because I had my son in 2005, about 2007 I entered a new relationship and he turned out to be abusive. And we did end up having 2 children together. He was what you would describe as borderline narcissistic. He's been diagnosed as that. He was very vindictive, malicious. His mum was the same. And what ended up happening was in 2014, they removed my children from me through lies, and things that they had done was evil. And after that, it took a few years for us to be able to pick myself back up after the heartbreak of what had happened. I met my ex-partner in 2016. Was lovely at first, didn't see the signs or the red flags, but it turned out when we had a daughter who's now 3, because we split up when she was 1, he had been having an affair with her oxygen nurse because she was born premature, and he had turned violent in the end. So I left that relationship, and I've committed myself into doing law for the very reason of how the English system is corrupt, how children's social services get away with doing the things that they do. And I've committed myself into going into law to be able to change that system and to be able to help families who have been through the same as I have.
So
I haven't had an easy life.
I'm counting 4 kids?
Yes, in total. But 2 of them I haven't seen since they were 1 year old.
Oh, really?
My first ex-partner.
With the 2 from the beginning, but when you were like a young woman, like, so, no, I guess you, okay, the first 2, the first one was with when you were 15.
Yes, I've got my son, yes.
And then, okay, so he stayed with you, and then the second lying husband, who was able to cheat, what did he do? Was he cheating on you? You were 17 when you met him. Then you were like 17 or something. You were young.
My first son, his dad done a runner basically as soon as I found out I was pregnant. So I was left to raise him on my own. When I met my second partner, which I would class as my first partner anyways, he was very controlling. He was a player basically. He was a constant player. He was cheating. He would go out at night, come back next day. He would be away for days on end. He's the one who had the cheek to cause a lot of problems and have my 2 other children removed. Then after, I'd say, because that was 2014, in 2016 I met my previous ex-partner now, who was lovely at first. There was no red flags. Seemed like I had basically met the right one, and we had a daughter who was born at 23 weeks premature, and she was in hospital for 5 months. She had to come home on oxygen. The community nurses who provided the oxygen for my daughter, I found out he was having an affair with one of them. So it's just been disaster after disaster, really.
So I guess I think where we're going here, what it looks like, it's like, what's the next thing?
Well, for me, at the moment, I'm not, after everything I've been through, I'm not really interested in love. That's just went in the back burner because it's hard for me to trust people to begin with. But then when somebody hurts me the way they have, it's even harder for me to be able to put my trust in anybody else again. Typical Scorpio. So from now on, basically, it's just working my backside off to make sure I provide a future for my children and see what happens from there.
Well, tell me about the school. Are you going to school actually?
I actually work from home at the moment because of the COVID restrictions that's going on in the UK. Basically, the Prime Minister keeps chopping and changing the rules as he goes. So I'm doing my university from home. I've completed my first year of law. I've still got another 6 years to go before I fully qualify as a barrister. But I'm working on just graduating, working and providing a life for me and my children.
What are you doing?
At the moment, I work in HR. It's human resources. I don't know what you would call it in Canada.
Same thing.
Same thing. So I work in HR at the moment. And because I've had to rebuild my life yet again, my future plans basically is to be able to move to the countryside and grow old there with my children. And if I meet somebody in the future, then so be it. That's the universe's decision, not my own. But that's pretty much my story. It's not anything happy.
Yeah, it's a pretty hardcore story. And you're not looking for love anymore.
No. I've been hurt too much to the point now where I think it's best for me just to concentrate on my work and my kids.
So, like, does that mean no sex?
I'm fine with no sex.
All right. Okay, well, she's fine with no... You should call us when you're not. Like, you should give us a call and tell us when you're going crazy about it. Because then we can, like, add it onto this.
Do you know what it is? It's funny because with me being a Scorpio, they say that because we rule that area of the body that we're sex crazy. But the funny thing is, we're not. We can take it or leave it.
But you're a woman. No offense.
Yeah, I know. But it's not a main priority for me. As long as my children are well and they've got a roof over their heads and I'm making money to provide for them, that's not really a big thing for me.
No, okay. Well, I mean, like I said, I have a feeling it's going to become a thing for you eventually. And you might ignore it completely. But if you don't, then you should give us a call. I'll talk to you. I'd love to hear what you're experiencing. Because I think it's going to come up. And I think if you put it on the back burner completely, you're going to end up like going into
That's
like...
frustrating.
Well, you're going to... And it comes out subconsciously. And that's what this show is all about, is that women need to... Or subconsciously they end up sabotaging everything, including the world.
Yeah, right, I can see your point there. But at the same time, everything that's being caused in the world is being by men rather than women. I mean, who's created the wars in the world? Do you know the politics? It's all ruled by men, not women.
Yeah, but who made the men? Who made the men?
Well, in God's book, God. But I mean, I couldn't say a world full of women. Don't get us wrong. I've got loads of women friends, but I think there would be hell on if it was just a world ruled by women. be a lot of cattiness and fighting.
Men spread their seed. Okay. I think the world is ruled by women. Oh, and I think that a lot of like energy, like feminine and masculine energy, I think there's a lot more feminine energy on the planet Earth than there is masculine energy.
There is now. There has been over the past few years, which is brilliant, because a lot of the masculine energy, I mean, because we've got the men and women both have feminine and masculine energy anyways. And the masculine sometimes dominates over that. And sometimes it can put you in sabotaging situations. But I think we'll all work it out in the end, to be honest with you. It's about balancing, being able to balance the feminine and the masculine, and not have one more dominant over the other.
That's true. But I think it's like not really the balancing is like a puzzle that I don't think humans actually understand.
You can balance your masculine and your feminine energy, but it takes a lot of work to do it. It's possible to do it, but once you have done it, basically you could rule the world. You're so comfortable in yourself. There's nothing that things that you would have found challenging is no longer challenging.
No, I agree with you. Like I said, there's a lot of men in the world, I think, that don't have it balanced. There's a lot of men who are just short-circuited. I think women eventually come to their own, like naturally, their bodies and their hormones bring it all together, and women are really sensical. They make sense of what's going on, but I don't know if men ever do.
Well, I haven't met a man yet that has. But there will be some out there that has been able to maintain and do that. At the end of the day, we're all human, and we're here to learn lessons. Do you know what I mean?
Say it again.
I say is at the end of the day, we're human, and we're not here permanently. Our purpose here is to learn lessons, and be able to create the best life for ourselves, not to live our life for other people and to make other people happy. We've got this life for a reason, and what we do with it basically is for us, not for anybody else. So it's best in our case not to listen to other people and do what other people want you to do. Do what you feel what's right in your heart, and you'll never lose.
So you're moving towards becoming a barista. I remember this in our conversation.
Yeah, in the UK, I don't know how it works in like American law and Canadian. I know you have what you call lawyers, but I'm not too sure what lawyers are. Because a lawyer in the States, basically in the UK, would be a solicitor. Whereas in the UK, we have solicitors and barristers. Solicitors is somebody you go to for advice and to represent you, but a barrister is a lot higher than a solicitor. They would fight in court for yourself, and then you have your judges. It's a lot more confusing.
No, we don't want it. We don't want it anymore. We're good with that. But we are interested to know when you're going to be. Do you have a boyfriend?
No.
And so you're celibate. You're celibate.
Single. Yeah, pretty much. I've been single for 2 years.
Well, I mean, is there friends with benefits?
No.
Okay. Well, like I said, then I think what's interesting about you, because I love that fact that you're super independent, super strong, super woman. But I mean, my hypothesis. Do you want to know?
Go on then.
The hypothesis is that I agree with you that, you know, this or that and about men and the relationships, but it is more fun when you're doing life with other people, you know? And no matter what. And I believe you can do everything alone and all that stuff, So, but I know that in general, human beings gravitate towards one another. So I'm just interested to know how over the next little bit, just, and I think like I tried to say that you're beautiful and you're definitely going to like get hungry. So I'm wondering how you're going to deal with the hunger. And I think that's a good time for you to call me when you're like, you know what, boss vlogger, I've been watching you because I'm loving your mouth.
See, I'm very old-fashioned. I've been brought up old-fashioned values. So when it comes to a man, I'm with only one man. I'm committed to that man and I'm loyal to that man. And when I'm not in a relationship, I'm committed to myself until the right man comes along.
There's a lot going on there. So remember when you told me that there's only one life to live and you have to do what you want? That kind of contradicts it with the one man thing and the old-fashioned values. I mean, it's up to erasing. There's a lot of space for erasing there. And you should call me when you're hungry as hell. And then you should tell me how you're feeling then and what you're doing to protect yourself from going into a dark alley and being incredibly naughty.
Well, when that time comes, I'll let you know.
I want to hear about it because I can tell that your story, like you told it in a way that makes it like men are repulsive.
No, I don't believe men are repulsive. I just haven't met the right one. The ones that I've met haven't exactly been an angel and they haven't treated me right.
Well, the topic is... You're asking what's the topic. I think the topic as usual is sex and sexual frustration and how to get over it. You're not sexually frustrated though. She is a young woman. You're like early 30s, right?
I'm 33.
She's a baby. She's just figuring it out. Wait till she gets hungry. 2 more years before you get hungry, by the way. You still got 2 years left before you can not handle it. I know, just because I've experimented with ladies that are over 35.
To be honest, I just want to meet the right one now and be able to settle down and live old with them.
Okay, but you just described your old-fashioned values. You described your relationship with your dad. So what does the one look like? Because I know what the one is, by the way. I know what it is. That's what my conversations are about. We know who the one is.
The one to me isn't by looks. The one to me is personality, morals, integrity, a good heart.
You've listened to me for a few days. Where are you going to find them?
Well, I doubt very much in Newcastle.
No, yeah, I think he's in Newcastle. I think he is. I think it's a she, and you're closer to her than you're aware.
Is she? I don't know, to be honest. I really don't know.
Oh, really? Did she grow up in Newcastle?
Pardon?
Is that where you grew up, Newcastle?
I'm originally from London, but I grew up in Newcastle.
Where did you meet your first boyfriend there that you had the first child with?
School.
In Newcastle?
Yes.
So you're from Newcastle. Yeah, so that thing you're describing is even before her. It's you before her. All those things is like, that's where the connection is, right? And I always talk about. Do you hear what I'm saying?
Yeah, I do.
You do? Can you give us some insights to what you hear?
See, with me, because I've always had to fight through life, I'm a survivor basically. I've just had to fight through everything through life. That's why I'm so independent, because I've only had myself to rely on. I haven't had my parents to rely on. I haven't been able to rely on anybody but myself. I haven't had that support what you would usually get in a family. I haven't had any of that. It's been me. I'm the lone wolf. I've had to do it all myself.
So how are you going to help how about, so you were explaining to me about that little tiny girl that was like 6.
Yeah.
Do you ever go back to her?
No.
And protect her?
she's inside of me, and she'll always need protecting, which I do myself anyways. That's why I'm so protective of myself now, because when you've been through a life of trauma and heartbreak and constantly, I mean, it's been on repeat. It's never ended for me. It's just constantly been over and over. You build up a wall, a sort of wall, and you'll only let that wall down to a certain extent.
You got some shtick though, like. Yeah, you can't go on living the wall because you've been. If what you're saying is true, then you've even tried different attempts and with the wall, and you're trying to work with the wall. Someone's called them aces. I call it shtick. I think it sounds like because you're bringing it up. No, I think you need to. So you said she's inside of you. Explain that, because you don't think she's still with your mom or something? Isn't there moments when she's with your mom or with your dad when she's little? Like, can you ever go back there? Have you gone back there ever?
I've tried to, but it's just all bad memories.
Yes. Is there any good ones?
To be perfectly honest, I don't have a good memory from my childhood.
That sucks. You didn't color?
Pardon?
Did you color or draw pictures?
Well, when I was at school, I did.
Okay.
Being a child wasn't easy. Having an abusive father and having to basically fend for myself, you basically get this resilience to life.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about, but I'm just trying to say, so can you stand up to the resilience to life and go protect your little self from that? Can you get in between that resilience, that callous, and go nurture her? I mean, she wants to be a barista and all that stuff. I don't know. I got in between that callous, that hardness, that you need to get, because I can tell you can do everything alone, but that's just not the happy way to do it.
No, it's not, and I agree with you.
And not the happy way is not the right way to do it. I mean, it's pretty easy to stay.
Yeah, I know, I totally agree with you. But at the same time, because it's only me, I've had to. And I don't think there's been...
But that's it right there, by the way. That's your shtick. That's your shtick, though. That's, no offense. I just want to knock it down. That's the shtick. That's only me, and I had so hard. If you keep repeating that, because it can't have been like that. There's opportunities for change in your life. So, but I mean, literally, I feel like the way you say it, oh, it's so hard, and it's just it's coming on. It's in your communication. It's in how you're telling us. A little bit, don't you think?
Maybe.
I'm not trying to be negative. I'm not trying to criticize you. I can just hear it.
No. I totally understand. It's hard for me to explain. Unless somebody basically has been where I've been, that understand, because everybody has traumas in their lives, don't get us wrong, I know that. Everyone's had heartbreak. But women tend to build, when we get hurt, we hurt. And we tend to have this, I wouldn't say coldness, we're not cold, but it's sort of a protective thing that we do, so we don't get hurt again. We put it up so we don't get hurt again. And I believe men do have that as well. It's just more figuring out how to do it. Well, I know how to do it. It's more the fact of not doing it and not getting the same result.
Yeah, oh my God. Now you kind of just deciphered it because you keep doing it. You keep doing it. I can hear it when you're talking. And I think it's because it's weird because we do it when we're kids. It's the thing that protects us when we're kids. And
Yes.
and it helps us protect ourselves, and we became to mirror others, and we can like fit in properly. We don't get beat up. But then that's the thing that stops us from doing what we want. And so, yeah. And that's, I mean, we have to learn to dismantle the walls that we built ourselves. The walls that you're describing and that stuff, you're like telling me that someone had to go through the same experiences as you. Didn't you? That's how you started. You're like, it's someone who had to be there. I'm like, well, there was this one fucking person. Do you know who it was?
I think it stemmed from my dad, because my dad was supposed to be the protective factor and he wasn't.
Yes, I agree. I think so too. But I mean, I'm not going to be able to dive in too deep. But I can just think of like the way for you to, because your dad isn't that thing anymore right now, right?
No, my dad's dead now.
But he was in the past, right? He was that thing.
Yes.
And so, do you think you can go back and meet yourself there now? Like this person that you are, to go back to the one who's building the walls and say, it's okay, we don't need to build them right now. And then figure out what that little person would do if they weren't building walls. Like, that's what I mean. Like, that's going back there, and then that's you now. And then you get to not build walls and do what they're doing because you're still there. We never grow out of that. That's what I talk about. This is what I talk about, all I say.
Yeah.
Does this make sense?
Yeah, it does.
But the thing is, I'm force feeding it to you, so I'm not sure if you're going to. That's another thing I want you to come back. I think you should come back when you're hungry as hell or you had something to eat, if that makes sense. And I think your mind will be on straighter too, by the way.
My mind's always on straight. I'm always on guard.
Well, exactly. You're always on guard, but man, I think you should be playing, not guarding. Playing is better. You said raising your kids, isn't it fun? Everyone wants you to play here.
Yeah, I need to enjoy life more, don't I?
Yes, yeah, and that's what I was trying to say. I mean, I don't know if you need to, but what do you think?
I think there's still a wild child inside of us somewhere.
Oh, I fucking agree. I think you're a baby still, and I can't wait to meet your wild child.
I think it's just from the fact that because I had to grow up quick and being a parent at an early age, you suppress all that.
You've also like raised a child, so your son is an adult almost, or?
Yeah, my son's 17.
Right, and then so that's so much. You have but you still have like an infant with you.
Yeah, I've got my daughter who's toddling around. She's 3.
So I mean, you're not even getting the empty nest thing, and you have all this excess. So if you would have had excess for your son because he's getting older and he gave space as he gets older, but you have more kids and then without the guys, so. It is. I can't imagine. I'm trying to start an organization that's going to give back to single moms, and I think single moms should party. I don't want to start an organization that gives to single moms for their kids. I want it to give it to single moms so that they can follow their dreams.
We can have our free time.
And I think, because honestly, the taboo, the sex part, all that stuff. Because I as an adult dude just realized that life would have been better had all of that not been taboo for women, and because women are the ones who have the children at the end of and they need to be happy. If women aren't happy, they're not good moms. Like, they're not happy moms. They eventually end up being grumpy moms. We all know grumpy moms and grumpy women.
Yeah, I have one.
I'm not trying to say you're a grumpy woman, because I actually don't think you are, by the way. I know you're not. I can actually.
No, I'm not grumpy.
I can tell. And you're young too. You're really young.
My mum is. My mum's very grumpy. But when you have kids at an early age, you put everything into having to grow up and very quick and being responsible, and you forget yourself. that's what happens. You forget yourself, and because you've never had the chance that you would have done if you didn't have kids at an early age.
You
went out partying with your friends.
You can't remember talking to me about coloring and having fun. So like you forgot earlier than that. That I think those earlier moving around when you were young, you got to go back to her and be nice to her, and then tell me what she liked. She liked stuff. She did. She might have had to protect herself, but she did want things. She deserves them.
She loves music.
There you go.
Music and dancing is what the little girl loved.
She still does, by the way. She's gonna be a barista so she can dance with the judges. All right, party on, beautiful. Come back when you're hungry as fuck, or you got laid, or you met her real good and you want to teach us how to get there. Because I think what we use this for is just to teach people how to get to that spot. And you might think I'm crazy and disagree with me. You should write a message or go tell people I'm crazy, whatever you want.
No, I would never do that. I agree with you.
For now, let's see what in a little bit. I think you're going to go nuts if you don't get laid, though.
Do you know what it is? I actually don't. That's the funny thing is, I don't, because I put all the energy into my work, into my kids.
I believe you. Listen, I believe you. Call when you're insane with it, though. And you're protecting your sanity, and you're not going to do it. Arrgh, like a man. You're like a man with that. I can do it. I know. You're like a dude. I'm right. It made you laugh because you know exactly what the fuck I'm talking about that energy. You're not the women have that energy. I couldn't do it by myself. Fuck, man. I know those women. My mama was one of those, and she's pissed right now. She's still pissed. She's still pissed. And I've heard it. It sounds a lot like you have to do everything on your own, so I don't fucking give anything to anyone. But it's funner with other people. I know.
In a way, I'm like that, but at the same time, I'm not. I've got a lot of compassion and empathy for others. But it was nice talking to you anyways. I'm going to have to go because my daughter's destroying me sitting room.
No, we're waiting for you for part 2. They've already expecting it. What are we going to call you? Like, Tough in London or something? No, Tough in, where was it?
I live in Newcastle.
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 Old Castle and Newcastle.
It's next to Scotland.
I'd like to go to both places.
It's the north of England.
Well, we're waiting. We're waiting. This is not over. To be continued then.
To be continued. Anyways, enjoy the rest of your day.
We're gonna miss you, so can't wait till you come back. You're gonna show up again. I know. I'm gonna poke at you. And I requested to be your friend, so let me in so I could see you.
I will do. I'll do it right now. But I do actually really need to go now because my daughter is destroying my house.
Go. Taking care of her daughter in the UK. Go. We're missing you. We're missing you.
I'll see you soon and speak to you soon. And good luck to all the women on here. I hope you find what you want and be happy and stick together.
I love that. Yeah, we're sticking together. Ladies, stick together. Kick the boss vlogger if you need to. Just stick together.
That's what we need. We need more girl power in this world.
Go and talk to them if you want. They'll be waiting for you.
Right, I'll have to go now. Sorry.
Goodbye.
Goodbye.
Maybe she doesn't know how to hang up. Do you know how to hang up? She does. Back of the bus, Gus. You're getting a feel for it, eh? Where'd you go, Branches? She's coming back. So we were in the UK right there with the single mom of 4 children, one 17, and the youngest is still just a few years old. She had a very young pregnancy, 15, and then she got involved with a pretty fucking manipulative piece of shit that took her children, and now she has a little one left from another relationship. And she's kind of fed up with love. She's kind of fed up with love. You guys tap the screen. We got 46,000 likes. By now, it's almost 4 o'clock. You guys keep tapping that screen. Honey, you're beautiful. Carolyn, you do it. I'll back you up in either way, whatever you choose. Any vibes for my one? Here's a vibe. I haven't had real love, you're right. They have always taken. Ashley, you're beautiful. It's you who has to give to yourself. I worked at Union Hall, boss. Boss worked at Union Hall. And Union Hall is still around, isn't it? I'm a photographer. I worked at nightclubs. Welcome. For a decade, 2010 to 2017. Less than 8 years. I drove the taxi. I took photos at the Globe for sure. No, not. Yeah, I did take photos at the Globe because before the Globe was. Club Malibu, which is what, the Ranch, which is now like arcade. I never did those things. Those are before. I'm going, Carolyn. April, come visit. Oh, I took photos at the Purple Onion. The billiard club. I was a Twist guy, so I started my career at Twist and Woolly Bullies. Before people had any photographs, I worked for a company called Club Zone. Squires, of course. But then Squires got another photographer that got real handsy. He was very territorial. Photographers are territorial. Oh yeah, I know Twist. And then actually the career ended, like the nightclub stuff ended when Matt McKnight fucked everything up. And everyone knew, but no one cared when he got caught for being a piece of shit. And I worked at, I was at Oil City. Was it Oil City? No, it was Knoxville's. And that was one of the best times. Very cool place. A lot of people. I learned a lot about what I'm doing as a photographer, because as a photographer you got to look at people and they got to know what you're thinking. You have to make people move by just looking at them. I wasn't hands-on. I never went. Maybe it wasn't. No, the guys from Leduc and Yodes, I think there was I trained a guy named Andrew Brown. He went to Yodes, I think. In Leduc. There was a club in Leduc. And I trained a guy who got a contract over there. Esmeralda's down at the, Are you telling me, you're too young to remember any of these nightclubs. Esmeralda's was at the Ramada. I was a cab driver. Did you guys know that I grew up in this city called Edmonton, which is in Alberta, Canada. It's the capital city. And in 2006, when my baby mama she's pregnant, I was Edmonton's youngest cab driver, and I wrote a blog about the back seat. So I became an author. I started to write this blog about the back seat of my taxi, and I was the youngest cabbie in the whole city. April, don't drink anymore. April, a pub crawls. I was a barrel cabbie, West End cab driver. I drove for Barrel, the green logo. I drove taxi number 99, and I wrote stories about the back seat. I've seen people have sex and have drugs and all that stuff in the backseat of the taxi. I wrote about it. Snowy Branches, I like you. So I was Edmonton's youngest cabbie. But before I was Edmonton's youngest cabbie, I was going to university in Wisconsin. I was living in Green Bay. Going to university in Green Bay, Wisconsin. And before that, I was actually spending a summer in Europe, in Poland. And before that summer in Poland, I was living in New Mexico. And that's when my mom and I lived. That's where we lived for a few years before that. I finished high school in New Mexico, and I went to university in New Mexico. And before New Mexico, I lived in Edmonton. Did I live in Edmonton? Yeah, I was living here. I went to high school. I went to Scona. I went to Scona for grade 10, 11, and 12. Except that by grade 12, I had already been fucking up, and I was in 20 everythings. And I had a car, though. Yeah, Scona was a dump. My high school was a place where I made a lot of bad choices. Choices that changed me. Scenario Estona. Wow, 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 wow. Yeah, but I finished high school in New Mexico, right? So that's pretty cool. Carolyn, we're doing it. Carolyn is going to be running for politics. So if there's any ladies watching right now, I encourage you guys to run for politics. Snowy, it's municipal election. Who are you voting for? Yuri. Yo, back on the bus. Oh my God, you went from being skeptical to being a huge fan. I love you back at the bus. You ever heard my content? If you're Albertan, you might hate me. I just got hate speeched. I bet you they're going to take my shit down. I fucked Canada up when it comes to the way I taught Canadians to communicate about Alberta. Caroline, I love how into it. You're going to win, Carolyn. What do you need me to do? She's running for politics. What kind of politics would you ladies run for? It's a woman's... Oh, Tamara, what's up? Hello. We're going to go to the... People are joining. Have you guys joined the Boss Fam? It's our group on Facebook. Fuck, it's getting late so quick. Jesus, we have an amazing group of people. I haven't talked about it today. You guys should check it out. I showed you and I backed out. BOSSFAM, Boss Fam. It's our group. It's a legit, it's a group of amazing human beings that I keep meeting, and I'm just doing my best to let everyone know. And all of you who are in it, invite some friends that you guys might like. Let's get it to can we get it to 1,000 people? Do you think we can get it to 1,000 people? Binging it? Yeah? Listen, let's get it to, it's at 700 people. Let's get it to 1,000. Hey, Karen. Woo, woo. I've been playing the electric today, Karen. Karen likes the guitar. She's sweet. Actually, I've been a lot of friends who are here because they like the guitar. LDR relationship here. What is LDR? What's an LDR relationship? Ooh, interested. Is it? So the electric is welcome too? Kristen asking about long distance relationship. Christina, you're back from yesterday. You're really hot too, by the way. Wow, beautiful woman. Christina, she's brand new. She came from Instagram, I have a feeling. Heather Collins, you too. Angeline, thank you. Hello, I'm Kim from Alabama. Kim, you're beautiful. We want to go to Alabama. I'm Jacob and I have braces. Christina's here. Woo! What's an LDR? 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 But she asked for money. I get to live for me. Oh my God, are you back? Aurora. You're fucking such a hottie. Dangerously beautiful woman. Oh my God, Aurora. Carolyn, your future? What party are you running for? You going NDP? Liberal? I'm in a long distance. I'm in a long distance package. I'm getting shipped around the world. We're going to Texas. No, don't go to bed. No. Whoa. Where is she? You're not going to bed. Bowling for soup. Bowling for soup. What does that mean? Did you sing something? I'm looking. Elvis, did he sing? I want to sing something as you play now. Accept my request. No. I can't play for you, but you can sing if you'd like. There's a request. You sent me a live video. You erased the live video. You got to leave the live. Send me a voice. Like, do this. I'm singing you my song because I can't sing, but you said you can, so don't be shy. Sing songs. No singing. Yeah, see? Elvis is the man. He thinks that I could help him. Cammy, you're fucking sexy. I'm gonna tell her. Cammy, you're sexy. Thank you. No, I have no freckles. Do you? Want to send me a DM? Christina? .420 Mombi. Yes, I do. You're sexy, Christina. I can tell. You have fucking sexy vibes. Come on, Carolyn. 9-pound hammer. Who wants the 9-pound hammer? Karen, I saw you. You fucking Karen, you today were huge. Karen, are you here? Karen, you should go live with me. Ask to go live with me. I'll change it. I'll do the request if you want, or you can go live the two of us. Do you guys want to go live with me before we're done? What do you guys want to do? I can do a request sesh. I definitely want Karen. She's a psychic medium. Oh, but Elvis just sent us a voice message. Let's open it up. Elvis.
I'm replying to your song because I can sing. I love my motherland, Africa. I reply to your song because I can sing. I love my motherland, Africa, Africa. Hey.
Oh my God, I love it. Elvis, anytime you want to bring some song into our podcast here, video thing, you sing us, we play you. Anything, please consider enlightening us. Anything, education, religion, whatever you want to give us, we're going to take. Thank you, Elvis. What'd you guys think of that? Huh? Click the links in my bio. Karen, you can just go live. You can just call me on Instagram. She's so sexy, by the way. I kind of want to just have fun with that, you know. Yo, Libra, who is this lesbian? Yo, 77 Libra. Would you consider clicking the links in my bio and then calling me? Damn, you're lesbian. You're my kind of lesbian, Libra. Tarot reader, sexy lesbian. Is this super close up? Right here? Hey. Not close enough. We got a voice clip coming in. Could you guys also consider sending me voice clips? I like this. This way people won't be there for a long time. Sometimes the conversations take a long time. I want to give you space, so why don't you send me a voice clip? Oh my God, I love it. I don't know what's going on, but I love it. The 9-pound hammer has gotten into you the right kind of way. Testvich, what do you want to talk about? Where the fuck is my capo? So have any of you guys clicked the links in my bio? That's a lot to ask, I know. It's been a quiet night. We keep it quiet, that's why. Oh, I did play it. Does she need it again? Oh, Carolyn, you missed it. We did play it. We played it. Emma, make sure you follow me and click the links in my bio. Did I say, listen, Karen, you should talk a little naughty. She seems fun. It's the day. You guys need to tell Carolyn that I did play it. Why was I expecting spicy fans in your bio? What do you mean spicy fans? First song I learned on the guitar? Oh, Aurora, I love you. I have a crush on you. It's because you're like a hot, young nurse lady. Except it doesn't sound like that. It sounds different. You're in the sticks. That's some loud guitar for you, fam. Oh no, where did I fucking put the capo? I just had it. Okay, what did I do with the capo? I put it on my phone, actually. Ooh. If you think I'm very handsome, please click the links in my bio. It's connecting. Issues with the connection. Hello?
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 Oh, no, I can't be on video.
You're not. It's just your voice.
I see that I have it blocked. That's funny. So you like the live?
Yo, I saw you in your live. You have a way with the peeps.
Yes, I do. But I can't do it on a live.
You don't have to do it now, don't worry.
No, I mean that's not the best part.
Oh, so there's better parts.
Yeah.
So what you do is just like a fraction, and then people connect with you further, right?
Correct.
They click the link in your bio and you bring them in.
Exactly.
So
Are we talking about the same thing?
I don't know, but you know what's been happening to me? I've been meeting a lot of people, like a lot.
Well, your followers are way up. Is that what you're talking about?
No, I've been becoming like, I don't know, I'm just trying to be open with you. Like, I've been meeting a lot of people, building a lot of like relationships with people.
Yes.
And some of them are really good, and like some of them are really good and they break, and some of them are really good and they're getting stronger. Like you're an example. You're like this individual I've met. I just want to know what's happening. I don't know. I feel like a little kid. It's like, what is this thing that I'm in? Do you know?
I do know. It's because the veil is getting thinner and more people are participating.
Oh. The veil is getting thinner. Does that mean like more people are aware that the emperor is naked?
Is the emperor what?
The emperor is not wearing any clothing?
Or the empress?
Or the empress. Ooh, the empress bought a gown that's invisible?
Yes.
Ooh, and she knows it now? Does she know, or is that what you're trying to say? She's aware?
She is aware, yes. She's aware.
Ooh, and so she's going to get dressed.
She's getting dressed now.
She is? Tight. People are stoked, man. They want that. They want her dressed.
Right? They can borrow it. I'm not selfish.
Oh, you're fully dressed, of course. You're aware.
Yes, yeah. Yes.
You're up super late, or are you up late, or are you going to bed early? Or are you getting out of bed early?
Usually I'm still up by now, but no, I did sleep a little bit. You know I don't sleep much, Jacob.
Okay. Well, I have to pay more attention to you, Karen.
Yeah, I know. Exactly.
I
But
do.
Thank you for being on my live. That was awesome.
Now I'm going to come back and observe. You actually inspired me. Like, so many things were inspired by you for me today.
I will take it that way. Thank you. So I'm going to go. I'm going to get a shower and put on my invisible dress. And then I'll come on your live.
Okay, well, either way, I can't wait to be and see and talk to you some more and absorb more of your energy.
Okay, sweetheart.
Okay.
Okay. Bye, love.
Bye, love. You're still here.
I'm trying to get off the phone.
She's so gorgeous, by the way. I'm into her. I don't want no makeup. I just want a Karen. Just Karen and I. Snuggling. All morning. No makeup. She's all struggling to hang up, and I'm going to keep giving it to her. In every direction.
I really am trying.
She's very cute. She's beautiful. You're trying?
I really am.
Do you know where to do it?
Yeah, I do, but I'm trying to get back on so that I could do that part. Okay. Oh, jeez. Okay.
Love, no one can escape. Yeah, you can't escape this.
I truly can't. I am so trapped right now.
I'm keeping you here too. Gently.
I'm really not even doing this on purpose.
Well, I need you close. You have good energy.
Thank you. Okay.
No way, you didn't figure it out, did you? No, she didn't. Spirit says Karen has to stay.
I know, it must be it, right? The universe is providing for you, Jacob.
Oh, the universe is... My mouth is open and I'm just getting sprayed with love.
I think I know how to do that. Okay, let's see.
Did she just mute? She just muted herself. She's still here. Aurora's still here. Karen, are you still here?
No.
Yeah, don't worry about it.
I'm trapped.
There's another Karen. She likes you.
She does? We've had a hard go of it with that name.
Yeah.
See, now it's not letting me in. She's like, hang up.
Ah, you can stay. Take us in a
Okay.
shower.
Okay. Hold on.
Anna, don't go. Does Jessica have a bad rap? What's happening to Jessica? She's taking a shower. It's a loud shower. We're taking a shower with Karen. Like I said, a very noisy shower.
Okay, I think I figured it out.
How to hang up or take a shower. Your video's not on though, do you know that?
Yeah. Oh, you. Okay. Now I'm gonna hang up.
I'm gonna hook up with Karen. She's beautiful. She's a psychic medium. Amanda. Hi, Mojo Wawa, Mojo Wawa, Mojo Wawa, Wawa. Snowy Branches. Betty. Amanda met a boss fam. Elvis, we love you. Come sing to us any day. You guys know what I look like? This is me tonight. I got my guitar. Vibing with you, fam. So have you guys joined the Facebook group? And if there's any of you guys who can click the links in my bio, they add up. We're at 60,100 likes. For all of you who are tapping, we're at 60,000 likes. And Karen, you are so sexy. Warm brown eyes, eh? Good morning. Welcome. Hello. Good morning. Karen, you are so beautiful. She's taking a shower. Hello. Welcome, hello. Yo, back of the bus, yourself and Branches, you're both really close. You guys should come pick me up and take me to IHOP. People would love to see that video. You guys could come to my house. I can make coffee and whipping cream. I have bacon and some eggs, but not enough for all of us. Yo, Siobhan, you should get some of these Edmonton women to come pick me up, to have experiences with me. I think, ladies, if you guys could find and solicit people to work with me, I would love to go on dates. I'll wear a mask, I'm double vaxxed, no kissing. Back of the bus has got it. Snowy Branches is an owl. Like, she's very smart. I would do it live. We'd broadcast it. You guys could come to my house. You know, it's not fair, Snowy, because you're the stranger. We want more. We want more. This is what Snowy, this is her. She sends you a photo, it's like this. Hi, I'm Snowy. She's super beautiful. She's like... No, don't worry, then no pressure. Then maybe you can help me meet other people, Snowy. You can line them up. Could you be my agent, Snowy? trying to get bus over, like, oh, Gus. Snowy's got a dude. That's what it is. Gus, you got a dude too? How do I tell people their future? Who is this? Karen, Source gives it to me. Let's check out Karen. Oh, Karen, you're beginning to open up. Karen's sexy, sarcastic. She's got a little chip on her shoulder and she wants a big man to take care of it. She's beautiful, so she'll get it. And heck no, the old man wrecked my life. What are we talking about? I don't. Okay, good morning. What are we doing? How do you do that? What are we talking about, old men wrecking lives? We're at 63,000 likes. It's crazy. I think you are reading me. Deb. Deb, you're beautiful, though. I'll read you, Deb. No, Deb, you're open. Deb, you might be sarcastic, but you're like very open. I have a feeling that the universe is just covering you in juice. Universe juice, you know? Deb, you're fucking sexy too. I like it. You should DM me on Instagram, Deb, and pour some of them vibes into my mouth. Tab? Where is he? I miss you, Tab. Universe juice, you get it. Could you guys do me a favor? When you tap the screen, the more people we can get here, could you guys pour some universe juice in my mouth? I'll catch it. It likes to be kissed. Universe juice. Trust me, ladies, you want some. I just made it up today, universe juice. Could you guys, if you guys enjoy the universe juice that I spew, please consider clicking the link in my bio. There's lots of links. Follow me on Instagram. The universe juice is for you. Universe juice. Yo, Jessica, let me do it. Jessica, I want you to. Jessica, you're beautiful. I'm missing your comments. If I miss your comments, comment again. Yeah, spray that universe juice. Spray it. Yes, you're enough. You're enough. And bitch is enough. Woo! Karen, you're beautiful. She comes sit on my face. Universe juice. Tap the screen. We got 64,000 likes. Honestly, if all of us tapped the screen like crazy, we would go so quickly. If everyone tapped here just once, twice, would be like 100 every 2 times. So tap it. 64,600. What happens if you tap it fast? If you really like it. I really like this creator. He's really good. Look at him. He makes me happy. 64,800. No one's fucking 64,900. 65,000. We're tapping fast. This is an experiment. It's an experiment to see if TikTok even gives a shit. We're tapping fast. We're at 65.4, 65.5. 65.6, it's working. But look, are people coming? 65.7, 60. You guys are doing it. I trust you. I don't trust TikTok. I love you. You guys can chill. Fuck TikTok. But tap my face if you like it. Add it up. 66.5, 66.7. So yeah, TikTok just tells you to get the love and likes. But if you ever see me in the beginning of my show, tap it. I want to tap you. In every direction. Jessica, are you new? Jesus, there's a Jessica Knox. She's like some young beauty. Jessica, it's a fun show. We had a long show. We've been getting intimate, by the way. We did get intimate. Click the links in my bio, though. Same here, new to TikTok. We have another Jessica who's new to TikTok. Let's check her out. Jesus, Jessica, you're deadly. Both of you Jessicas, all the new Jessicas are young and beautiful. They're very young, beautiful women. And it's a woman's world, by the way, Jessicas. Tell him what you do to his face. Tell him what? Tell them? My face? Hey. Hi. Hi. Let's have fun. Is there any guys here? Hey guys. Hi. To the boys too. Good luck with all your Jessicas. Free spirit. Carmen, by the way. I like Carmen's. Ooh, look at her. She is incredibly beautiful. Carmen, where are we going? To the beach? We going to the beach? She's on a plane. Oh, she's beautiful. Carmen, you're a free spirit. Are you like a gypsy, Carmen? Karen, where are you going to take me? Mimi. Who doesn't need a guy? Oh, Aurora. Aurora, you don't need a guy, but you're beautiful. I love Karens and Jessicas. There's some beautiful Karens. And Universe Juice. Ladies, will you pour some Universe Juice in my mouth? The question why you're here, honestly, you guys want to know why we're here? I am looking to create a community of people, BOSSFAM. It's a Facebook community. My goal, by the way, is to just get a lot of women together, single mothers specifically, and I want to create an organization of people who know how to run companies and are looking to get involved with a not-for-profit that collects money to give back to single moms, not to their kids, but to their moms. So women can get what they need in life without feeling like it's tab fucking boo. Because trust me, it's not. It is a woman's world. So I'm trying to create an organization that is able to, and so the way you guys connect with my organization, by the way, BOSSFAM. It's on Facebook. All the links are in my bio. You guys should follow me and click all the links in my bio. The reason you guys are here is not a fucking joke. It's an intimate place where we have great conversations. But all of this is a space that I create and you create, and it has to be safe. So it requires a lot of energy. Go. I'm hungry. BOSSFAM. BOSSFAM. Yeah, 71,200 likes. You guys can get me to it. If all of you guys tapped, remember we got through the 60s in a fucking flash. We can get to 1 million fucking likes with that shit. Would you guys try? I'll fucking tap. I'll tap on this one. Tap, 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 tap. You guys feel that tappage? It's fucking like we're Jello. Just got a degree with child and youth at risk. Oh my God, youth at risk. So check this out. I run a not-for-profit already that, oh my God, child at youth at risk. I can share. You know what, Gus? You should actually get a hold of me. Because I'm a not-for-profit kind of idea guy, by the way. So 5 people already decided to get in here. BOSSFAM. There's more people coming as we speak. So imagine if you got I love the degree. I've worked with at the co-op, the youth co-op and the armory here in Edmonton. I've worked with the not-for-profit. Actually, I had a guy on the show that I met, and he overdosed on fentanyl and almost lost his legs. I made a video with him that actually spiked on my YouTube. He was a youth at the time. Everyone here met him. I picked him up last weekend. We drove around. Donatello. Listen, don't tell her. She might not believe me. I don't believe in the system, by the way. I have a hard time dealing. I think the system's actually what hurt a lot of the youth. Am I reverse? Yes. This is my right side. It's like a mirror. This is a mirror. You guys are looking at a mirror. Oh, let's see what I look like reversed. Hey, is that what you guys want to do? Flip camera? Oh, that's the wrong flip. Look, that's me on Instagram right there. Consider going on the Instagram. Look, there's people there. Hi. Look, I have 2 lights, by the way. So, yeah, now it's weird. Whoa. I feel like I'm leaning. I look different? I do. I look all curved. Weird. I've got a weird nose. It's so difficult to try to get my balance and in here. It's like I'm controlling a drone. Is it cool or is it bad? I think people might leave because I feel ugly. Like I feel like a big bump. So weird. I had my nose broken, by the way. I'm changing this. It's an accurate map. That's better. So, story time. This guitar that I bought when I was 12 years old, I grew up in St. Albert. St. Albert is a city just north of Edmonton, the capital of Alberta. I grew up in St. Albert, and when I was 12 years old on my birthday, my mother left my dad. And I moved into the ghetto in St. Albert, where there's a bunch of these like huge, like big apartment buildings. And I got a paper route delivering papers in that. And that's how I made the money to get this guitar. And it was Kurt Cobain who inspired me to get my first job as a 12-year-old to deliver the Edmonton Journal. I just burped. Oh, I broke my nose? No, I broke my nose playing baseball, pitching. I was a pitcher. Little boy, like probably 11, baseball to the face. I burp. Mom of 2 boys. Oh yeah, it was a heartbreak. I guess you guys want to learn about me. So, this is Canada, right? And I mean, you're in the UK, right? You're in the United Kingdom, and I'm in Canada. So across the pond, this is west, and this is Edmonton. Edmonton is the city where I live. There's a few people here from Edmonton. And here, just north of us here, it's full of oil. So there's a lot of wealth in this area because there's sand with oil. But to get the oil out of the sand, they boil it. They boil the oil in all these lakes and all this clean water, and they destroy all of that so that they could pipeline the oil to the United States. And so the United States also cut the pipeline off. So that's leaving us kind of like economically kind of deprived. So Canada's economic engine, Alberta, and its oil sands is dead. And that's good because it's bad for the environment and it shouldn't actually come back. But it's leaving Canadians who haven't diversified. When it comes to the economy and thinking outside the box, Canadians were beaten down and told to be just resource extraction people. So what Canadians are good at is extraction of oil and also like cutting down lumber. So like say for example right now there's this place called Vancouver. It's an island. It's Vancouver Island. It's where the capital of British Columbia is. This is British Columbia. This is the capital is on this island. It's really cool actually. But it's like a colonial, super colonialist capital place where like they still uphold the Queen, but there's a lot of indigenous people, and there's actually a huge like indigenous people and the people who live on the island, who settle on the island, are not friends still to this day. It's actually really disgusting. Anyway, there's also, but the thing is that the colonizing group, what they've been doing is they've been cutting down the lumber. They've been cutting down the 1,200-year-old ancient forests for money. And the Canadian government, which is, by the way, in Ottawa, they were down with it. They're like, hey, destroy the environment any way you can just to make sure you feed our rich people. And so, I mean, that's the kind of country that Canada is. It's just, you think it's big and it's awesome, but most of the Canadian population lives around here in a really corrupt and nasty place. So all the votes who control this area are controlled over here. So these are companies that, of course, are owned here, and they come here and just extract it's a lot like what happened in the past with like when Britain sent over its people to extract and colonize the country. It's actually a very broken system, and it still exists. So Canadians are really, they're being raised on it like a very old, broken system that, still involves the Queen, and they use that to destroy indigenous culture. Like, for example, they've found thousands of bodies inside of schools. All over the country, there was like all these cities had what they called residential schools, and there were schools where they were racist schools that were, cultural genocide and just genocidal schools that were destroying First Nations beliefs, culture, everything, and lives. They also murdered these children, and that's right out of Ottawa. That's the Canadian government that most Canadians still uphold and is still doing the same type of stuff. And again, that came from good old, the colonizer, the Queen herself, who actually, and so, that ideology is actually, I learned, like, it's quite horrible. It destroys populations, and, yeah, it's what Canada still is. So Canada is like this kind of broken population of people who don't know who they are. I hope that doesn't bother you guys. But I also grew up, the reason I'm such a critic, for example, is, I grew up here in northern Alberta, in Edmonton and in St. Albert, which is just north of here. But when I was a kid, again, my immigrant parents who immigrated from Poland, they flew over here in the 70s, right? And they made me in the 80s. But then in the 90s, I flew back to Poland. And I actually went to school in Poland, and not far from Warszawa, right around here somewhere, this little teeny tiny town. And it was amazing, actually. It was where my grandmother still had a wood-burning stove, chickens. We still had the farm. It was like a farm, but it was just our big area. And, a lot of people still had outhouses at that time. And I went to school in Eastern Europe when I was, 13 years old. My mom had moved to Saudi Arabia, right to the capital, by the way. Right to the capital. Where's the capital? I'll find it here for you. Where is Riyadh? Riyadh. Oh, can you guys see it? Riyadh, there it is. I was pointing at it. So right there, Riyadh. That's where I grew up. So I actually went to school there when I was 14. I was going to school in Riyadh. Of course, when I was 13, when I was 15, I was going to school in Riyadh. But when I was 13, I was going to school in Poland. And when I finished school in Poland, I moved back for a small amount of time to live in Edmonton with my aunt. and my aunt, who was also a Polish immigrant. So we lived in the ghetto in Edmonton, in Riverbend. There's this ghetto in Riverbend, right? So I actually live really close to it now. I actually bought a home because the ghetto in Riverbend is actually in a really fancy neighborhood. Riverbend's a fancy neighborhood, and I'm glad I went to school there. And but then I went to school for a year, and of course I flew back to Saudi Arabia for the 9th grade, and I spent grade 9 here. Actually, some of grade 8 and grade 9 was here. Very interesting story. A lot of difficult times for me, because in Saudi Arabia, what happens is that people live a different type of lifestyle. They're Muslims, and there's a place called Mecca and Medina, and those are where the two holy mosques, and there's a king of Saudi Arabia who's the custodian of the two holy mosques. And the reason that they're really important is this is where Muslims have a pilgrimage where every Muslim comes to Mecca at least once in their life. So it happens once a year during the time of Ramadan, where they come and they check out I think it's the Kabbalah, I forget the name of it. No, it's a big worshiping place, and they walk around. There's a square, and so I grew up here. It was very different at that time, but I lived there with a single woman, and so because I was living with a single woman, I wasn't allowed to live on the main compound. So lots of fun stories about that. And then after Saudi Arabia, of course, I moved back to live with my dad here, and it was awful. And then my mom moved back, and I went to high school for 3 years there, and then I moved to New Mexico. And because I didn't graduate in Edmonton, because Edmonton's a really bad place, I'm lucky I got to go to this place called New Mexico. And I'm in Edmonton now. I raised my son there. I'm calling it a bad place. It's not that bad. It's not a cultural place. It's a place where they destroy the climate for small amounts of money so that they could feed their wealthy people from Western Europe and the Eastern ideology of Canada. Just evil. But, that's what this place is for. But anyway, I was growing up in New Mexico, Silver City, which is like right here. And it was amazing because I've been to Phoenix, and I used to I've been to Juarez, by the way, and I've been to all these border towns. And I actually once drove all the way to Tijuana from San Diego to Tijuana, which is not shown on this map, is it? Tijuana? They don't show Tijuana. Anyway, but I've been to Phoenix. I've been all there, and I've actually then I also went to school in Wisconsin. I went to school in Green Bay. Where's Green Bay? Wisconsin, just like Michigan, Wisconsin, right there. And Green Bay is right along the coast there. That little bit. Oh, I'm getting hungry, fam. I'm getting hungry. Do you guys like that? Karen, you want to message me? Shit, fuck. Click the links in my bio. You can get on Facebook. You'll find me in the Boss Fam. I also have a message chat thing on you can get a hold of me on my website now. My website's starting stuff up. I can't stay on all day. I'm hungry. So could you guys consider maybe checking out the links in my bio and helping me stay around? New Mexico, million. Yeah, check me out, please, and message me. You guys can actually call me. There's so many links on Instagram. There's lots of links to get a hold of me, and I love you guys. I fucking love you. I'm hungry. Send me dinner because I would love to eat you out, baby.